here, momentarily. It's 2 hours, 50 minutes flight, cruising out to 37,000 feet. Current weather in Cancun, winds on the east at 10 miles per hour, 82 degrees, and scattered clouds. Anytime that seatbelt sign is illuminated, please make your seat with your seatbelt securely fastened. This is for your safety. Step back, relax, enjoy.
Good morning from Cancun. Welcome to the vlog. I'm so excited to take you guys around. In this vlog, I'm going to be working on a few different projects. I brought all my whips to Cancun so I could work on them on the beach. So today's Tuesday and I am meeting up with my friends on Thursday. It's my really good friend's bachelorette party. So they're going to be here this weekend and I was like, I might as well just make a trip out of this because I work remotely. So I am going to be here for like 3 days before and then 3 days after they leave. So yeah, I'm in my solo trip era for this first leg. Yesterday was so overwhelming and stressful. Once I got here, I realized how poorly I actually planned my entire trip, which is so not like me. I'm pretty type A when it comes to trip planning, but I figured like, oh, Cancun, beach, that's kind of all I want to do, and then I'll see my friends. So I didn't really do a ton of research, and I'm just in such an awkward location with my Airbnb. If all I want to do is go to the beach, I should have just like tried to book a hotel. I also didn't realize that you couldn't Uber from the airport. You can only get dropped off there via Uber, so I was like frantically trying to figure out the bus situation. It was just really overwhelming, and I didn't really have good service. I haven't solo traveled in a really long time. Last time I did it was my trip to Berlin. I have those vlogs on my TikTok if anyone's interested, but I might like ruminate and think about this more later with you guys. But solo traveling just finds me in such different areas of my life, and I don't know, it's always just a reminder of how independent I actually am and how much I can do on my own. I feel like it's too loud out here. And it's like 11 right now, so I'm about to go to the beach. It is a 40-minute walk. I brought my new Havaiana flip-flops and then a pair of running shoes. Like, I'm telling you guys, I've never been this unprepared for a trip in my life. My next Airbnb on the second part of my solo leg is further into the city. That's where I had to come in from yesterday. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna do this again and have to deal with all this transit. So I just canceled that Airbnb and I'm gonna stay in Playa del Carmen for an extra few days because that's where my friend is actually doing her bachelorette anyway. So it's just like works out. Playa del Carmen is so much more walkable than Cancun, and you can actually get Airbnb properties right by the water. Here, the properties right by the water are just like fancy hotels. I mean, maybe they're not all super fancy, but like it's hotels. So I ended up switching that, but I figured it out and now we're here. But anyway, I'm gonna walk to the beach, but on my way, I'm gonna stop at the supermarket. I need to pick up some sunscreen, grab some lunch, and then bring it to the beach and work on my projects. All that to say, I'm going to the beach to crochet. And what I'm working on is the loopy studio dress for my friend for a gift for her bachelorette party. So I need to finish that within the next 48 hours essentially because I'm seeing her on Thursday. So also what I'm doing, since I literally like, I have a blister from walking an hour in my Havaianas yesterday. So I'm gonna walk in my sneakers and then I'm gonna change into my flip-flops when I get there. And I'm gonna try to get cash while I'm down there so I can take the bus back. I didn't know there were buses that would take you from where I'm at to the hotel zone. It's a 30-minute walk, but that really adds up when it's 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back in your freaking Havaianas. So I'm gonna try to get cash and sunscreen and just like actually be a prepared person that I'm just gonna sit on the beach for like 6 hours and crochet. That's my entire day plan. But let me show you what I'm actually working on and which whips I brought with me. Okay guys, this is the first whip. This is actually the only one I've started, but this is the Loopy Studio dress pattern. I think it's coming out really great. That's what the back looks like. I basically just need to finish filling out this like butt area, and then I think I start with the ruffle increases. The bride-to-be, her favorite color is light blue, and she has no idea I'm making this. We're going to a beach club this weekend. This as a cover-up for her bikinis is just gonna be so perfect. I hope she loves it. And the yarn I'm using for that is this Trubu yarn. You guys know my thoughts on bamboo. I'm not like the biggest fan just for sustainability reasons, but it was recommended in the pattern and I really do love this yarn, so I think I made an educated choice in buying it. But this is in the color Breeze and it's the perfect light blue silvery shade. Also the drape of Trubu, I've worked with it before and it's just so lovely, and I knew this was gonna like cling to the body in a nice way and also just flow in a nice way. So really happy with this, how it's working up. And I'm using a 4mm crochet hook. And then for the second project is a knit project, so I brought the yarn for that. I need to do a gauge swatch and just like do all the things. I'm not gonna finish this while I'm here. I didn't even bring all the yarn, but this is the yarn that Sandus Garn sent me. It's their lean yarn, and this is in the shade, I don't know, I'll insert it here. This is a really nice, like feeling summery blend of cotton, viscose, and linen. I'm curious to know how this viscose is gonna actually feel because cotton and linen are really breathable, but with viscose mixed in, I hope it doesn't feel like wearing acrylic. I brought my Knit Picks needles for that, and these are the interchangeable needles Reflections lace set. And I brought these because I think the recommended needle size was 3.5 for the pattern, and knowing me, I cannot do that. I have to size down my needles, and these go all the way down to 2 millimeters. So I brought these, no issues with them on the plane or on my carry-on bag. So there we go. That's what we're doing here in Mexico. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoy this vlog. Let's go get in the sun and recover from my day yesterday. And then for outfits, crochet glitter top, obviously. This is my beach vacation staple, and then this hat. Both of these patterns are linked in my link tree. Okay, let's go. The walk here felt so much shorter than the walk yesterday, but I got my sunscreen. Now let's get some food. Everything's going so great, guys. I forgot my crochet hook. So remember that like 6-hour crochet on the beach plan I had? We're gonna have to make some amends. I'm gonna stay here for like an hour and a half and then walk back and then get my hook and walk to another beach, I think. Can you guys believe this? After all that talk about how I'm gonna crochet for 6 hours at the beach, I leave my hook at home. And this was all because I wanted to be nice and take a picture of it last night and show it to you guys on my Instagram story because people are asking how I crochet without getting hand pain. So I was like, oh, let me get this, took it out of my bag, took a picture, forgot to put it back in. And then a lot of things happened also. I went to get cash finally, and first I tried going to the ATM at the supermarket, and there were like 3 armed guards there with these massive guns and like rows and rows of bullets, and I approached them. I was like, and they were just like, okay, I understood. I don't need to speak Spanish to understand that this is not for me at this point. So I left there, had to go to another ATM, and you know how they are with the fees. And then I also left my correct debit card at home. I have 2 of the same one. I think I must have ordered a replacement at some point and then forgotten about it. So I left the one that wouldn't give me any foreign transaction fees at home, used my regular other debit card. And then I was like, okay, I got my pesos finally. And then I was like, no bus is gonna take these pesos because they're too large and you have to like have coins. So I went to 3 different stores, 3 different venues. Nobody had change. The only good thing that happened was the beach. The beach was so nice. I just forgot how much I love being in the water, and when you're in the water and also the air around you is so warm, it felt really freeing. The water was so clear, so the beach was just like absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I'm gonna walk to another beach that's a bit closer so I can actually crochet. So yeah, we're gonna do this. Hi guys, I'm back from the beach. I made good progress on this dress. I think I might have made this part a bit too long actually. So I might undo some rows. Yeah, I had some amazing fish tacos and walked back. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to Isla Mujeres and take the ferry. This is what the fit is looking like so far. I'll let you know if I decide to take off some rows there. It is Wednesday, April 15th, and we have another beautiful day here in Cancun. I'm annoyed because I didn't watch this whole video before I got here, and in the description, she lists the materials and she lists 1 hook size, and then in the video, she's like, use a bigger hook for this bottom part. So I kind of crashed out last night. It was also midnight. I was just feeling very overwhelmed. I got like 4 bug bites yesterday, and you know when you're just like really itchy and overstimulated, and then you realize you can't make the pattern right, and then I was just like, I need to go to bed. Yeah, I think it's good. I did end up taking back quite a few rows. That's what we're working with. I am definitely gonna finish this today now that I have to because I need to give it to her tomorrow. And because I will bring my crochet hook. So I think on my day trip today, I'm gonna be able to finish this. It's just a few rows of granny squares basically, so that won't take too long. A few hiccups here, but I can't complain, right? I really can't complain. And I think the bamboo yarn was such a good choice for this. I'm really happy with it. I'm ready to head off to my ferry ride. I'm literally just gonna do what? Sit on the beach beach and crochet. I clocked 14,000 steps yesterday just walking to and from the beach. So that was great. I have really bad blisters. But like I said, we can't complain. We're in Mexico. We're going to the beach. Like, I'm fine. I normally don't even like coconut, but the coconut on that horchata latte is so good. Now I have chilaquiles. I'm so excited. This is one of my favorites. Also, this bug bite is going to be the death of me. Like, going to be so many photos taken this weekend, and now I have to deal with this. Let's dig in. This looks so good. I'm so hungry. That's so good. This is literally like why you solo travel, just to eat good food and drink good lattes. It's been an interesting solo travel time in my life because I've been kind of torn between feeling like my experience isn't nice enough, but also really proud of myself for being able to just be able to like get here by myself and book an Airbnb by myself and just like afford to treat myself to travel experiences, because it's so different from, you know, booking a trip with your boyfriend or booking a trip with friends. You're really independent and doing everything on your own. It feels cool that I'm able to give these experiences to myself without anyone's help. And I do enjoy a lot of time alone. I also do think there are some moments here where it'd be fun to be with other people. Like on the ferry, this mariachi guy was singing and he kept doing this thing, like during his performance, he would go, ooh, what, ooh, what? And I was just thinking of my friend Daniela, who would love that so much. And it was just like kind of sad not to be able to share the moment with her, you know? And add some hot sauce. But yeah, that's kind of what's been on my mind. I don't think I'd want to be here for a whole week alone, to be honest. I'm really glad I get to see my friends tomorrow and just like do more fun stuff with them. But it's been nice to settle in on my own to a new country, you know? I've been, like I said, I've been here before, but it's like nice to have a few days to yourself to settle in. Get a little tan going before I see everyone. But I'll catch up with you guys again once we get closer to the beach. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday morning. It's like 11 o'clock. I just checked out of my Airbnb, and luckily they have this little pool area that I can hang out in for the next 3.5 hours until I have to go to meet my friends at the airport so we can shuttle down to Playa del Carmen. Last night I was so itchy from all of my mosquito bites. This one's the worst and the most annoying. And then I have this one, beautiful. There's one on my arm that's fully just like turned my whole arm into a lump. Yeah, it is like deforming my arm. That's great. For the next few hours, I'm just going to be sitting out by this pool area until my Uber gets here at like 2:30 for the dress. This morning I added straps and I didn't have time to film it because I was like up against the clock with the cleaning team coming into my Airbnb. And then while I'm out here, I'm going to finish up the skirt and just add a few more rows. And then I'm also going to do some work while I'm out here. But yeah, it's going to be a very chill morning. I'm so excited to meet up with my friends later. Just, you know, breathe some new energy into this trip a little bit. So I'll keep you posted. Check it out, guys. It's finished. I finished it with literally like 30 minutes to spare before I need to get in my Uber. But I left these ends on in case she wants me to make it shorter or longer. So like the straps I might adjust, and then the skirt I might adjust. Things I would do differently if making this pattern. I think that in the video she didn't do an amazing job explaining where to stop and where to start sections. At first she says start the skirt section at your low crotch, and then she says low hip, which is a completely different measurement. So I probably would have gone to here and then done the skirt part there instead. But I still think it looks really cute, and I think my friend's gonna absolutely love it. Yeah, it's really cute. I'm probably gonna have to make one for myself now. Back looks like this. I love how where the straps are located. Hopefully she does too. If not, I'll just move them around. I'm gonna go meet my friends now and can't wait. Hi guys, I'm checking in about 4 shades darker and with 1 healing mosquito bites. I had the most amazing bachelorette weekend with my friend Jocelyn. Didn't vlog a ton of it because we were just so busy living in the moment and celebrating our beautiful bride-to-be, but things are winding down now. It's the last day here. We're still in the Airbnb, but I finally had some time to just check in and hop on the camera. I'm just gonna do a little bit of makeup before heading down to the pool. Crocheting and knitting updates are good, but kind of underwhelming. So Jocelyn loved her blue dress. She looks amazing in it, and she wore it to the beach club that we went to on Saturday. It performed perfectly. I ended up leaving the length the same and then just taking in the straps a little bit. So it has a perfect fit for her, which is amazing. Like maybe she can bring it on her honeymoon. I'm really happy that I was able to get that done for her in time. And then today we're gonna start the gauge swatch for the Lyra sweater. I'm hoping to get a good swatch done today, and then like I would love to just start it this evening, but I want to give it enough time to dry. I feel like as long as it has a few hours to dry, I'll have a good idea of what I'm doing, but that's the plan for Finer Arts. I'm gonna stay in Playa, Carmen. As I mentioned, I ended up rebooking my housing for the second leg of my solo trip. I am what you would call an extroverted introvert, so I love socializing, but I get drained and I need to like recharge on my own. So this trip has been a really nice balance of solo time and social time. Oh my gosh, like my friends could not have planned a more perfect bachelorette trip, honestly. So many fun activities. The group just gets along so well. I'm just very lucky to be here and very excited for my friend and everything that's to come for her. So yeah, it's been lovely. Let's get going on the Lyra sweater. We made it to the next Airbnb. And it was only like a 15-minute drive from the bachelorette place we were staying at. I'm already liking this so much more than Cancun, so I'm really happy I decided to switch the cities around. Let me show you what the Airbnb looks like. That's what it looks like when you walk in. We've got some cute kind of coastal beachy colors here. It's really perfect for one person. A little sink, a lot of storage, a full-size fridge and freezer, stovetop, coffee machine, microwave. Here's the bathroom, and then we've got this shower. Just feeling very grateful and happy that I'm able to do things like this for myself and with my friends. It's really special. Here is the bedroom area. I think this is a king size bed. Gorgeous. Finally a full length mirror. I haven't had one of these all trip, so that's great. And best part is the balcony. Really cute. I can see myself having coffee up there or something. There's a pool on the rooftop and everything. Little fountain area, and then I think the beach is like just over there. So it's really perfect for just a few nights and for just me. But I was killing time before check-in up on the roof, and I finished the first gauge swatch for the Lyra sweater. I'm gonna block it now, but I'm also gonna do a second one with bigger needles. I sized down my needles like 4 sizes because I always knit with a loose gauge, but it was almost too small, which never happens. So I'm gonna try a second one and just see which one I like better. And then we should be good to start maybe tomorrow morning. So I'm excited about that once everything is dry. Or even tonight, like it doesn't need to be fully dry for me to tell how big it's gonna get. So we're gonna go up to the pool and get some work done on this. Super excited. Super quick update because it's already 2 p.m. and all I've been doing today is working and filming content. I want to really get outside. It's my last full day here. Oh, gauge swatching. Also, crochet dress. I didn't actually end up wearing this on the bachelorette at all because it's white, and I didn't even think white should be just for the bride. Here's what we have. I did 2 gauge swatches. One is a 2.75. No, one is a 2.5 and one is a 2.75. I think I'm gonna end up sizing up to a 3. This is the 2.5 and this is the 2.75. They're almost identical. They made one longer, obviously, and then this is about how much we're getting for 0.25 millimeter difference in the needle size. So it's basically like a stitch that I need to get in width. My row gauge is also pretty off. Less concerned about that because length is really adjustable. I'm gonna size up to a 3 millimeter needle because that would hopefully bring it to like right here. So I'm still gonna be under needle sizes by 0.5 millimeters. I feel like I have all the information I need based on these swatches about where 3 millimeter would sit and how many stitches it would be. And I don't really feel like spending a whole day waiting for a gauge swatch to dry just to figure out like I'm gonna use the same needle. I like the feel of the 2.75 better than the 2.5. The fabric is just a little bit more breathable and like flowy, less tight. So I think the 3 millimeter will be even nicer. But look at how cute that looks. Like as a little example of a sleeve cuff. Very excited. I've never knit with cotton, so this is also really exciting and it feels really light. I think I'm just gonna go like grab some food and then go to the beach for like 2 hours, then shop, then pool, then dinner, then work in the evening. So we got a lot to do today, but it's gonna be great. I'm really hoping I can find some bangles, cute like plastic bangles. It's kind of all I want, and maybe some earrings. Let's do it. I'm so excited. Last full day. Let's go. leave my Airbnb in about 5 minutes, but I really wanted to eat my leftover food before I left. I really did not get that much knitting done, which I'm okay with. The pattern, it says it's easy and the techniques are easy, but honestly, it just feels like something a really experienced knitter would do. It doesn't tell you when to join in the round. It doesn't tell you when to add a beginning of the round marker. All these things that I'm used to as a beginner knitter, and I feel like a lot of modern pattern designers do include to make them super beginner friendly and just easy to understand. So this is a bit more of an advanced style of pattern writing. I wouldn't say it's going to be a hard pattern. I basically just have to do a bunch of German short rows, and while I was on the beach yesterday, I'm like, I don't really want to stress out about this. I just want to relax. And that's kind of my attitude towards fiber arts. Like when I'm ready to do hard techniques, I'll do them, but I don't like force myself to brute force when I'm genuinely just not in the mood. I think I will get some done on the plane though. I'm really sad to be leaving, but I think it is time to return to the real world. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the plane. Hey guys, welcome back to sunny Wisconsin. I am actually pretty happy to be back. I had a solid vacation. I got a lot of sun, as you can tell, and our travel content is going to be put on hold for such a long time now, unfortunately. I'm not taking another vacation for a while. Anyway, as you saw, I started this maybe twice, 2 or 3 times. The first time, I tried to get it over my head. Okay, let me back up. So as I was saying, this pattern is easy, but not descriptive. I think that is a great way to put it. It didn't tell me which cast on method to use. It just said cast on. So I did my go-to, which is long tail cast on. Supposed to be decently stretchy, wasn't, so it wouldn't fit over my head. And then I just like undid it all, did the German twisted cast on, which was such a pain to learn. I was like anxious that I was gonna have to do it again at the airport. Luckily, I kind of remembered how to do it, so it didn't take too long. Redid it with a German twisted. It's fine now, I think. I'm gonna try it on for you, show you what it looks like, and then that's gonna be the end of this vlog. I will definitely continue this Lyra sweater in another vlog, but first I want to finish my Lakes v-neck because it's like getting warmer already, and I want to finish my wool projects before getting into the other ones, and I'm vlogging that too, so it's like halfway done. So that'll be up along with a few other sit down talking videos before I get back to the Lyra sweater. But don't worry, I will continue to show you guys how it works up. So this is what I was able to get done on the plane. I think it's not bad progress for a short plane ride. Okay, I think I need to like add a connecting cord to this before I try it on. Yay! Okay guys, wow, this actually looks like nothing now that I've put it on. This is what we have. Why does it look so weird? Right. The neck hole looks very strange to me. Don't you love this feeling? I have a feeling this is gonna be kind of like trust the process, but I also just think that my neckline is not as wide as the models. Why does it stick up so much? It's supposed to be like this. Flat. There's only one photo of this on here. Okay, I mean, I feel like this has potential to calm down a little bit. It's just like, why is this so up like that? Looks really weird. But I think it should flatten. The heavier it gets maybe, and also with blocking. Because everything else is in the right space, I think. But anyway, thanks for joining me in Mexico with all my whips. I'll see you very, very soon with another video. Bye, guys.